Welcome to episode 109 of Sorry for the Delay. I'm your editor, Mia. This week is the Halloween Spooktacular. The boys scare off the episode by closing the book on the Maple Street Saga, but don't worry, it will be back better than ever next year. We also get survival tips for a spooky night trick-or-treating. Sean also shares the Final Hallo Ifs. Would you take on 100 broom-sized scarecrows or one huge spider? Last, but certainly not least, we have the return of Big Frank. All that and more, enjoy the show. Happy Halloween.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Sorry for the Delay. This is episode 109, Joshua, and it's a special episode because it is... That's right, buddy. It's Halloween week. It may not be Halloween today when we're recording, but it may be Halloween when you're listening. So happy Halloween. We've made it to my personal favorite time of the year. Joshua, like I do every week, how are you doing this spooky week?
I'm doing great, Sean. Actually, it's kind of funny because I feel like this is Sean's Super Bowl. Like Halloween is the day Sean, like everything comes, he makes all the pizzas, he makes all the best food. Like this is Sean's best time of year right here. This is when he shines. So I'm doing good because Sean's doing good. The energy's great. But yeah, man, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy for everybody listening and watching, joining us on YouTube, Sorry for the Delay.live. Yeah, man. So I'm doing well.
Let's do it. Let's head on over to the housekeeping corner real quick, just to make some quick announcements here. This is the final week that you'll be able to get any of the spooky merchandise. So head on over to sorryforthedelay.live/merch and go ahead and pick up something spooky. Just in time for the holiday festivities. We're taking a break off in November. We're going to come back in December with some, I want to say, amazing Christmas merch, but I haven't gotten the approval yet by Joshua, so we're still waiting on sales to be completed for the spooky set. So sorryforthedelay.live/merch. Also, sorryforthedelay.live. Head on over to read the transcript of this episode in its entirety, where you can see everything that we cut out, everything that was left over. You get some behind-the-scenes stuff on there, which you can read. It won't be visual, but unless words are visual. I guess words are visual, right? That makes sense.
They kind of are, yeah.
So it'll still be visual.
Yeah. Just imagine what's going on. Yeah.
Exactly. But sorryforthedelay.live. Come join us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell button. All the fun stuff, all the social things. That's all I have, Joshua. Let's cut into what we're drinking this week because we're probably going to go long this week. So just bear with us. Here we go.
All right. So what's in our cup? The little segment we do every single week. So if this is your first time, we like to just shout out things that we enjoy while we do this podcast together. And if you joined us last week for episode 108, I was sipping on the Nightmare on Alvarado Street. So tonight I bought it as a 4-pack, and shout out to the local gas station liquor store. I guess they also sell food, Ranch Milk. They got these right here, Nightmare on Alvarado Street. But yeah, man, if you missed the description, this is a cinnamon pumpkin brown sugar delicious beverage. It's only 7% alcohol, so it's not a crazy head.
It's kind of a lot, though.
I mean, is 7% a lot? I don't know.
My average cider are like 9 to 8%. So yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's actually pretty tasty. Last week, if you saw, we just went super long. We had technical issues last week. Sorry. It felt like a year.
To be fair, Joshua, it is the end of our technical year because we started this almost 2 years ago, and we started in October. So it is kind of like the end of our year, really. Yeah. So you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That episode felt like it took a year to film because just how busted everything was. But yeah, man, that's what I'm sipping on. It's much colder this time around. And if you haven't had one of these, I think it's a seasonal blend for the whole Halloween thing. So check out your local liquor store and see if you can find these Nightmare on Alvarado Street because they're actually pretty tasty.
Hell yeah.
Cheers. Dude. And Sean, what are you sipping on? You got a seasonal Halloween blend, or you just...
I don't have a seasonal Halloween blend, but I do have something a little spooky. Last week, you saw that I was drinking I drank a Storyteller, a wine, a Cabernet. This week, I'm drinking another Storyteller's. This is a white wine. This is a Sauvignon Blanc. I've had this one before on the podcast. This is About Last Night, Joshua. And I'm doing these ones because, one, I like these. They're delicious. This wine is amazing. And two, because we are a little bit of storytellers on this podcast. But, buddy, I'm drinking it out of this big-ass cup. Most of it fit in there. I didn't feel like pouring it into an actual wine glass this week because I figured I didn't want to stand up for most of the day. So I'm drinking it from this big cup. But while I take a sip, buddy, let's go ahead and get through the Maple Street Saga, the final chapter, because it's going to go kind of long this week. Sorry, everybody. So if you don't want to listen, go ahead and skip forward on that one. But for those of you who've been following along, I cheers to you. Here is the final chapter of the Maple Street Saga.
The Curse of Maple Street, a Maple Street paranormal misadventure. Chapter 12, the finale. 3:32 a.m. The spiral in the sky had grown so large it eclipsed the stars. The second moon, the one shaped like a cat's eye, had cracked open, and from it poured not fire, not monsters, not chaos, but memories. Images drifted over the town like holograms made of mist. Mabel, lighting candles in a loop she didn't remember. Greg, asking the same question across dozens of lifetimes. Cody, always standing in the same place, always smiling. Muffins in every timeline, always watching, sometimes large, sometimes tiny, sometimes not a cat at all. And from the sky came the final message. The spiral ends now. The spiral collapses. The air vibrated. Reality folded. The wind howled backwards. Then the spiral dropped. Physically, into the center of town like a massive wheel of fire and memory. It didn't crush anything. It simply was everything. Muffin stepped forward, no longer speaking in riddles. She looked at them, at Greg, at Mabel, at Cody, and said,
"The loop was not punishment. It was protection. The curse was not on you. It was cast by you."
The truth of the vessel. The truth hit them like thunder. Maple Street was never a real town. It was a constructed space built to hold something dangerous. Them. They weren't just victims of the loop. They were the reason the loop existed. All three of them, Greg, Mabel, Cody, had once tried to break time itself, in different lives, in different loops. And Muffins? She was the failsafe, the familiar to watch the vessel, to guard the spiral. But Cody remembered too much, and by loving her, by feeding her, by naming her...
"You woke me up,"
Muffin said.
"and now you must decide."
The choice. Muffins raised a paw. The spiral opened like a flower. Inside was a door. Wooden, old, familiar. Greg recognized it from a dream. Mabel from a ritual. Cody from before all this. And in Cody's hand was the key, the one dumpster Dave gave him.
"Is this where we leave?"
Greg asked.
"No.
Muffins replied.
This is where you choose. Stay in the memory, or open the door, and remember everything."
"But what's beyond the door?"
Mabel whispered.
"The truth."
Muffins said.
"It will change you. It will end this version of you. But it will make you whole."
The final unlock. Cody stepped forward. He looked back at them.
"Do you want to stay?"
he asked softly. Greg looked around the town, the diner, the twisted water tower, the possessed mailboxes. He smiled.
"I think I've been ready to leave for a long time."
Mabel nodded.
"If this is a spell, let's break it right."
Cody smiled, inserted the key, and turned. When Cody turned the key and the spiral surged one last time, Maple Street blinked out of existence. Not with an explosion, not with a scream, but with a gentle unfolding. And the people? They didn't die, they didn't vanish, they woke up. In different towns, different decades, different lives. Some in cities, some in forests. Some with no memory of Maple Street at all, but a strange, persistent feeling that they once loved something very deeply. And every one of them carried a sliver of the story inside them, whether they knew it or not. The curse breaks. The spiral surged again. Reality cracked like stained glass. A sound like a cat's purr echoed through everything, and then light. As the light poured in, As the spiral unwound and the town dissolved into memory, Muffins stood before them one last time, eyes soft, tail flicking slowly like the hand of a clock no longer needed. Greg woke up in a field. No houses, no tower, just sky, just wind, just possibility. Mabel stood beside him. Her hands weren't shaking anymore. Cody was already building a small rock circle and humming. No spiral in the sky, no 3:33 a.m., no second moon, just them. Muffins looked at Greg, at Mabel, at Cody, and then she spoke.
You wonder where you are now. This field is not a place. It's a page. When you broke the loop, you left behind the story that held you. This is the breath between chapters, a world without direction, where no voice has yet decided who you must be. You are not lost. You are unburdened. You do not wake in heaven or history. You wake in possibility. You're free now.
She blinked slowly, once.
So tell me, little vessels, what would you like to become?
And with that, and one last meow, gentle, loving, Muffins vanished into the light. No spiral, no flare, no farewell, just silence and a wide, open field. One last letter. Later that day, Greg reached into his pocket. There was a letter, no address, no stamp, just words.
Dear vessel, you were never broken, just afraid to remember. Thank you for choosing truth. Love, Muffins.
Greg folded the letter, tucked it softly back into his pocket, and smiled, knowing everything was going to be okay. And this concludes a Maple Street Paranormal Misadventure. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Or if you're Mabel, following along from your cauldron, you need more sage.
Or is it?
The Ballad of Dumpster Dave.
That's me.
They never saw Dumpster Dave wake up. He wasn't there when the spiral cracked. He wasn't there when Muffins spoke. He wasn't there when Cody turned the key. But when Greg looked out across the golden field that first morning, quiet, bright, and endless, he saw something shimmering near the tree line. A robe made of pizza boxes, a crown fashioned from soda can tabs, a raccoon walking upright, staff in hand, into the unknown. He didn't look back. He didn't need to. He had done his part. In one pocket, a half-eaten Twinkie. In the other, a crumpled, glowing receipt that simply read,
One loop closed, one soul saved. Man, I'm getting good at this.
As the sun rose higher, Dave vanished into the mist, headed somewhere beyond the story, beyond the spiral, where forgotten things go to finally rest. And maybe, just maybe, start again.
There you go, buddy. That is
Wow.
the final chapter of the Maple Street Saga. Let me just say right off the bat, my dude, I am happy that it's over. What nobody knows is that this took a lot of work on the back end to write these chapters, to get everything all set up and like make posters and shit. It was a lot of hard work, but I'm so happy that it's over, and I'm so happy that I was able to share this ending with everybody. But my guy, I gotta ask you, well, it's still fresh on your mind. How do you feel?
I'm lost for words. I'm just gonna say that right now. There's a lot to unpack there, but not to diminish all the hard work that you've done, man. I mean, to put together 13 episodes, it's a lot of fucking work.
12 episodes.
And if
12 episodes.
I don't think most people know what it takes to put a story together and a storyboard and character base and all that. So good job, buddy. I just can't wait to see the final product because I know it's not over yet. I know that was the last episode, but there's still way more work to be done.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
And if you're just joining us, if you're one of the subscribers that just hopped on right now, stay tuned because there's going to be a giant release to that whole story and all that. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
So I'll go ahead and announce it right now. The ongoing plan for next year, for the spooky season, is to bring back Maple Street in the form of an animation. This ain't going to be no Pixar level. This is going to be solely done by me. I might have a couple friends do some voiceovers, but it's going to be completely animated, and it'll probably be another 12-part series, but it'll be the same 12-part series that you guys have just heard. Maybe a little bit, little things get changed here and there, so it'll be a little different, but the same general outline will be the Maple Street Saga. But I'm going to be working on that for the entirety of next year, so I'm very happy about that. I already have some character designs already in the books and established, so we're making progress on that already, and when I have more to show, I'll bring it on and I'll go ahead and show off some more stuff. But this isn't the end for them, I'll tell you that right now. There is going to be a Christmas story that I'm going to bring on, just a one-off kind of episode, so if you're happy about that, get ready for that. It's going to be really cool. But other than that, buddy, yeah, it's going to be a lot more work on the back end. But I am extremely excited, and I hope everybody else is extremely excited. Thank you for joining me in this journey. Like, it's been a fucking pleasure to see the comments and stuff about people really enjoying it or finding some of the stuff funny that I've written. That makes me happy. So, buddy, with that being said, let's get on over to the chat with this section, because I'm trying to just speed us on up, because I know we have a lot to get through. So
yeah, no, we do. Here we go.
Also, I finished my wine from the bottle.
Fuck, man, I've been drinking all day. Holy shit. Good thing I didn't have to work today. Holy shit. All right, everybody. If this is your first time joining us, I know we got some new subscribers. This is a fun little bit we do with a chat with us. We kind of go through a couple topics and we just have some fun with it. And we really appreciate the engagement if you want to hop on and do this. But looks like Sean already got through Maple Street. I thought this was going to be part of the chat with us section, but clearly Sean just made it happen before I even hit the button. So there you go. That was supposed to be number 1, everybody, but we got past that. All right, so number 2 on the list is Hallo Ifs Part 7, the last chapter. Oh, I'm guessing this is going to be maybe a Halloween segment that's going to die. Maybe reborn in another form in future episodes.
Buddy.
Yeah, that's going to die along with this Halloween holiday. Number, let's just call it 3 on the list. This is Ghost and Ghouls Taboos, Forbidden Practices, everybody. So stay tuned for that, because that could get interesting. We might even summon a ghost or somebody of our own during that.
We're going to try, buddy. We're going to try.
I mean, who knows? I actually bought a Ouija board for that part of it. So
for that segment, really?
Yeah. But I'm going to use it with my feet. Hopefully that works better than my hands. Yeah. So
it's going to be great. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. Well, you won't see it because it's going to be under the desk. I don't have a cam for that. The last one on the list is Surviving Freddy's Finger. That was a topic that we didn't get to last week.
Oh, yeah.
And us going into Halloween, let's just stay tuned for that. I guess I could say, whatever. Yeah. But what do we got here? Number 2 on the list. Yeah, dude, I'm way dehydrated. I've been drinking all day. And not just water, everybody. Sorry. So if I start to mumble, we're only 18 minutes in. Just forgive me. If you know me, then you just know what's up. All right, Sean, here we go. Hallo Ifs. I know this has been a staple segment.
It's been a good one all spooky season, buddy. I'm so excited that it's finally ending. We've been canceled. The studio execs were like, listen, the last one was too far. We're already too far in production in this current one, so this is the last one. So who knows? Maybe this last one becomes like a cult classic, and then they bring it back 15 years later. I'm not sure. But, buddy, this is Hallo Ifs. This is a set of what-if questions. These all came to me today while I was at work in an out-of-place environment at work. So I was able to create these things for you, buddy. There's only 3 of them this time. And I'm going to lay them on you, buddy. I'm going to lay them on you so good. I'm going to lay it on you all day if I have to. All right, here you go. Joshua.
Yes.
You are given a forever glowing pumpkin that grants your every wish. But once a Halloween, anything you wished for turns into some type of evil creature that you must destroy before the night's end, or the wishes stop being granted. Are you doing it?
Yeah, why not? I got to destroy this creature?
No, you got to destroy whatever you wished for, buddy.
I
So
get
let's
a
say,
destroyed
like,
or
you-
wish for, okay.
Yeah. So let's say you wished for, like, I don't know, perfect health, you know?
Okay, fuck, dude. That would,
It would be
yeah,
like
okay.
you would get
Damn.
duplicated as an evil creature, and you would have to destroy that creature, or else you could never wish from the pumpkin again.
Fuck, man. That seems like a lot of words to figure out a fucking question. You couldn't keep it simpler than that? Holy shit.
No, I couldn't.
Fuck, man. I mean, I guess. Shit. I mean, fuck, dude. I don't like, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. Fuck, dude. Come on. I was hoping for some like, you know, some fucking little people fucking, you know, skeletons again or some shit. You made a cut like maybe some fucking spooky goldfish I got to put in my fucking mouth and chew on. And I
mean,
know.
It depends on all what you wish for that year, buddy. Like, you could be wishing for a lot of things and they would just turn into evil creatures. Like, the question is, like, could you defeat them? You know, could you defeat what you wished for?
Yeah, I mean, if that was the goal, fuck yeah, dude. I wish to be fatter. How about that? I wish to be unhealthy. I wish to fucking die in a car accident. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fucking defeat that too. Like, you know, like, you want me just to wish for shit that I can defeat? Like, what the fuck? Of course, I'm just gonna wish for dumb shit. You know,
I mean,
I
it
wish
would
for smaller
serve
feet.
It would serve you
You know?
no
What the
purpose
fuck?
though if you wished for dumb shit. You know, the whole purpose is like you wish for good stuff. You know.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know. I want to wish for stuff I can defeat. Why would I wish for good stuff? That doesn't make sense. See, I reverse engineer that fucking thing, and I would just wish for shit that I could just defeat every fucking time. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah,
like
you're not
I
wrong.
wish to be poor. Okay, so then I defeat that, and now I'm rich. Like, yeah, like that doesn't work for somebody who just thinks backwards, anyways. That doesn't work. That because I'm just gonna
You
wish
make a
for
good
shit.
point.
Yeah,
make a
that's
good
not gonna
point, buddy.
work
You know what?
on this
You're right.
brain.
You're right. Hey, let me go back to one that you might enjoy. Here you go. Here's your other one. Would you rather fight one giant spider or 100 broom-sized scarecrows?
100 brooms and scarecrow. Wait, do I have weapons for the?
No, you never get any weapons. It's just your fists.
I just gotta ask. I mean, maybe this is the last round. This is the episode that this segment dies. Like, maybe you give me a bonus weapon. You know, like
you know what? You know what? I'll give it to you. You're right. This is the last round. You know, it's like the final boss. Like, you get this special weapon. I will say that it depends on what you're gonna fight. What are you gonna fight? You want to fight the skeleton?
You know what?
Sorry, the scarecrows or the spider?
If I could go into it with like a lighter, I'm totally gonna fight a bunch of fucking little baby scarecrows.
And what about if you had to fight the spider?
I had to fight the spider.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, dude! Just give me a big old piece of sticky tape, so
Okay.
then I can just stop it in its tracks, and then I can just.
All right. So then my question becomes, if you had just the sticky tape and you had to fight the scarecrows, would you do it?
No. I would go after the spider with the sticky tape.
You don't think you could fight the scarecrows off with your sticky tape?
No, but no, it's not as fun. It's all about the challenge. You know, the fun. Like yeah, if I could just watch that spider stop in his track, I could eat a sandwich while it's trying to get to me. I'll pull up a lawn chair. I'll just, you know what I'm saying? Like, the spider's just trying so hard to get after me.
Oh my God.
You know? But the little, I mean, yeah, it just depends on the weapon. Like, yeah.
Stupid. All right. Last one, buddy. I didn't write this one down, so I had to go from just pure memory on this one. So here it is. Joshua, it's Halloween night, and you are trick-or-treating.
Mm-hmm.
And every door that you trick-or-treat at, they open it, and they give you an X amount of dollars, right? Whatever the dollar is that you fancy. But one piece of your body turns into candy. Are you doing it?
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
The fuck? Really?
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, I'm not into like sucking on toes or fingers, but if I could turn those things into Jolly Ranchers and let somebody just suck me off for a little bit, yeah. You know? I'll turn my big toe into a Jolly Rancher and just let somebody just have a fetish on my big toe for a minute or two. However long it takes to suck that thing down to the nub.
Amazing. I would.
Yeah.
I'd pay money to see that. Pay money to see it.
I fucking turn anything out of my body a Jolly Rancher and just let somebody suck on that thing for hours, bro. Why not? You know what? I even let you pick your flavor. How about that? You want to play this game? I'll let you pick. You like grape?
Oh my God.
Go ahead and just put on a grape Jolly Rancher on whatever part of my body you want. I'll let you suck that thing down till it's gone.
So you're willing to do this, but the follow-up question I have to this is, how many doors are you going to open before you decide, like, oh, that's too many? Like, I'm now like 50% candy, you know? Like, how many? Where's your limit?
Well, I'm clearly going to start with the midsection and work my way around.
No, you don't get a
there.
choice. You don't get a choice.
I don't get a choice. Oh, no. Dude, what if it's
exactly.
like my eye?
Yeah,
and then
that's
it's going
what
to
I'm
lick
saying.
my eye for that period of time, or my teeth. So we can suck on my teeth.
If your teeth were
I'm willing to
Ranchers,
gamble.
cool.
I'm willing to gamble, dude. Like my earlobes. If those things go first, I'll be happy. Somebody can suck on my earlobes. Fuck it.
You're just banking on something that people can suck on. That's what you're banking on.
I mean, if you just give me like if my eyebrows turn into skid marks and somebody just sitting there just licking my eyebrows, you know, like I just hope the first one is worth it.
Because if the first one's not worth it, that's gonna kind of suck.
Like, is it what? Like, can it be my neck? Can my whole neck become a Jolly Rancher?
It could be any part of your body, dude. It could just be any part of it. So
and the exterior, right? It's not my heart. Like, it's not going to kill me instantly.
This is purely exterior. Yeah, this is purely exterior. Because if it were to do your organs, you'd probably die. So, like, exterior.
Hey, could you imagine having, like, Jolly Ranchers for nipples? Like, could you imagine?
What's your obsession with these Jolly Ranchers right now?
I'm just thinking. Well, I mean, I don't want something somebody can bite on. I don't want my nipples to turn into Laffy Taffies. You know what I'm saying? Just chewing on my nips. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody chewing on my finger, chewing on my balls. Fuck that, dude. I want this thing like an everlasting gobstopper. Every layer just reveals a new flavor. I want you to lick all the way down to the inside or whatever. Yeah, man.
Well, there you go, everybody. That concludes this year's Hallo Ifs. The executives were 100% correct in canceling us. We apologize for nothing. Discretion is subjective. So
absolutely, the messaging is there. It's been there all along.
The messaging has always been there, buddy. Let's go ahead and do an AI song real quick before we head on over to this ghosts and ghouls and taboos thing. So I created one with a little bit of help this week. Let me share my screen with Joshua. And for the people listening, just keep on listening. And if you're watching, head on over to Story for the Late Out Live. Check out this episode in its entirety, as well as the AI song on, Sorry for the Late Out Live /AI Radio. Buddy, here it is. This song is called Trick or Treat Parade, buddy. And it's kind of fun. So here you go. Enjoy, everybody.
It was All Hallows Eve and the moon was high. The bats were out doing loop-de-loops in the sky. When I grabbed my sack and zipped up my hood to treat the creepiest part of the neighborhood. First stop, a castle with lightning bolts. A vampire opened up and said, nice coat. He gave me gum-shaped like little bats and a coupon good for garlic hats. Say, go trick or treat, smell my fear. I meet new monsters every year with a bop and a boo and a bump in the night. We dance with ghouls in the poi light. Next house was shaped like a haunted shoe. Out came a witch with a cauldron of a goo. She cackled and said just one per kid. Then her broom sneezed and away she slid. I saw zombies flossing, ghosts doing jazz, werewolf howling, where my snacks at, cuz Frankenstein was DJing beats on the porch, while mommy lit candy with a licorice torch. She go trick or treat, smell my fear. I meet new monsters every year with a bop and a boo and a bump in the night. Some gave me gumdrops and tea. Dracula tried to trade socks for candy. A skeleton band was jamming in the yard, playing spooky tunes on a ghost guitar. So if you're out on a Halloween night and the fog is thick and the moon is bright, don't be scared if a ghoul says, hey, it's just a trick or treat parade. Just don't eat the candy from the swamp again. Trick or treat, 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 treat. Trick or treat, trick or treat, treat, treat.
All right, buddy, there you go. There's your AI song for the week. How'd you feel about that one, my dude?
That's a fun one. I feel like that's an upscaled version of like the Monster Mash.
Exactly.
Like
That's
that
exactly
could be...
what we were going for, buddy. That's exactly the vibe I was going for. I wanted something that was mimicking the Monster Mash, and that's what we got. So I was pretty excited about it. It gave me kind of like, I was just like vibing with that one when I was, rendering it out. It's just like,
God, 109 episodes later, and I feel like I'm starting to finally get into your head a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I mean, 100. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you are slowly starting to put your body in my head a little bit at a time, and I'm okay with that. It feels good. But let's go ahead, buddy. Let's move on.
That was fun. Yeah, that was fun.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Let's move on to Ghosts and Ghouls, Taboos, Forbidden Practice. I think I read that correctly.
Ghost and Ghoul Taboo Forbidden Practice. No, you said it. I think you said it right, but you probably said it better than I did. Okay, so basically what this is this. I was thinking about this because this is the Halloween time, right?
Yes.
Typically around this time, people start to practice things that maybe aren't so ethical, or maybe just start to dabble in the world of, say black magic, you're working around, you're just kind of playing with the dark side of things. So in doing so, I just had a couple questions for you, Sean, leading through this topic. I wanted to ask you, Sean, first of all, should we mess with the other side? Is this something, do you think that this is a...
Mess with the other side. Now, what's your definition of messing with the other side? Like
opening the doors, unlocking things, kind of tapping into the spookier side, the realm, the dark realm, the realm of the undead. Is this something that we should be messing with?
Shit, buddy, I'm a fan of chaos. So I think that, every once in a while, if you do some poking and prodding, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt, right? You say hello, you say goodbye, you acknowledge their presence, but, you never leave the door completely open, kind of thing. So I'm okay with a little bit of sorcery now and then, a little bit of evil spells or summoning of things,
Okay, so this is, well, I mean, here, hold on. I got it. So I had to get your take on this before we bled into the rest to the rest of this here. So now that we've set the foundation, we have a baseline for how you feel about this. Sure. I want to know how you feel when it comes to, say, building on, say, like a burial ground, like somewhere where a cemetery used to be.
Oh, okay.
And let's just say your dream home, like it has the pool, it has the arcade, it has everything, the paintball, whatever, maybe has a fucking bungee jumping fucking thing in the, like whatever you're into, right, in the backyard.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you okay with buying that dream home if it's built on, say,
was it acknowledged to me that it was built on a burial ground? Like, do I know? Okay,
disclosed.
So I already. Okay, it's
disclosed.
Everything. Damn, and it's my dream home, and like they're giving it to me for like pennies.
Correct. Correct.
Oh, you know what? I'll do it because most of the time the burial grounds are probably from my people, and I'm sure my people would probably would rather me live in the home rather than anybody who took their lives kind of thing, or who decided to build over them, so maybe I could do like some rituals or something to like be like, hey, I'm like your great like nephew or whatever, and I'm like here to like just protect the land now and enjoy this $50 million pool that I got for a penny, so I would do it. I would definitely do it. But
okay, so you're down with that, yeah.
Yeah, I think
I don't know, honestly, I don't know if I could do that. I don't care how connected I am to the earth. I walk around barefooted all the fucking time. So I feel, I got glass still on my foot from 5 years ago.
Oh,
so,
buddy.
I feel like at this point, the earth is already a part of me. I eat so much plastic. You know what I'm saying? I fucking eat salads almost every other day. So, but I don't know if I'm messing with the spiritual world. I don't know if I'm going to buy a house on some land that could potentially be sketchy if I know about that.
To each their own, buddy. To each their own. That fucking kid's painting, fireproof temporarily. So
I think what I think about too is that movie, The Poltergeist. Have you seen the movie Poltergeist?
Oh yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, that movie always scared you though. Yeah.
Did you see that movie Poltergeist? When was the last time you saw Poltergeist?
I think last year when we talked about it. I think I went back and I watched it. Yeah.
Did you like all of them? Did you like when they went to New York?
No, I only watched the first one because they're scary.
You're right.
I had to watch it with the lights on, buddy. Like,
the lights
what
on.
do you want from me?
I think the trick to scary movies, not to go on a tangent, is just change the music.
Change the music. Yeah, put on that AI song that we just played.
Yeah.
Watch the Poltergeist.
Try it. Yeah. I want everybody to put on Poltergeist and to play that song that we just did there and tell me if the movie is just as scary.
It probably still would be. It'd probably be even creepier.
Maybe. You're probably right. Okay, so you're doing that. Okay, so another thing that I was tripping out on when I was kind of looking at this research is sleeping facing a mirror. Have you heard about this?
Oh, I have heard about this. Yeah.
Okay, so what have you heard about sleeping facing a mirror?
It's like it's like a portal to the demon world kind of thing, right?
Did you actually? Yeah, look at you spotting out the words. Okay, so in Western and Eastern traditions, mirrors are portals. That we believe in this, right? Some people believe in this. Sleeping with one facing your bed is believed to invite spirits into your dreams.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of creepy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I want to sleep with one facing me, but I'll tell you what. I will definitely sleep with the mirror over my bed. I'll tell you that right now.
A little do everybody know on this podcast that Joshua does have a mirror facing above on his ceiling that he can just watch himself in whatever position he would like.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I don't know. This whole mirror thing, it is kind of a trip to think that it could actually be a portal. It's kind of scary to think about.
Have you ever experienced anything? Have you ever slept in front of a mirror?
No, but I do find it really trippy when you put a mirror in front of a mirror and how it just kind of like goes into infinity.
Yeah, it is weird, huh?
I'm sure
I
there's
find
science
behind that, but yeah.
Are those different dimensions? Like I trip out on, I know it's too early. We shouldn't start talking about dimensions until next month and we get in November. Yeah, get out of spooky season into more AI, some mystical shit, but
mystical shit.
I don't know. I don't think I would sleep with a mirror in front of my bed.
You should try it and let me know what happens.
Dude, like, what if you like wake up with just,
you'll wake up with sleep paralysis like last episode.
Could you imagine waking up with sleep paralysis and you're just staring at yourself all wide-eyed?
Yeah, and there's like a demon like just fucking you raw. Like in the mirror.
That's pretty fucking wicked.
Making you watch.
But I don't know, man. I just had a couple of things I wanted to talk about. But I think on a night like tonight, we should try to summon our own.
You think so?
Demon.
You think we should try to summon a demon, buddy?
Or summon our own monster. And
we should try.
Because we are, we're going to test this forbidden practice. And I think we are going to summon someone who we have not seen in over a year. Mm-hmm. He's a creature stitched together.
Stitched together, yeah.
He is stitched together. Yeah, he is. From bad decisions, expired protein powder, and questionable fashion choices. He's big. He's bold. He's got bolts.
Uh-oh.
And he has feet so large they have their own zip code.
Joshua, I'm hearing a rumbling. What are you doing over there?
And Sean, believe it or not, this guy, let's just say he once tried to haunt a vending machine. He tried to haunt a vending machine. So I think we got to give it up. We got to summon in our own, the one and only Big Frank.
Joshua, there's a small knocking on my door right now. Did you hit that Ouija board? Did you hit that Ouija board, buddy?
With my biggest toe.
Uh-oh, Joshua. Hey, Joshua. I heard you summon me. I'm back, baby. I'm back from the grave. How you doing?
I'm good, Big Frank, and I knew you were coming. So
you knew I was coming.
I had to do something a little special for you,
sources.
Big Frank. I know at the beginning of this episode, I started out with the Nightmare on Alvarado Street.
Oh, that's a good one, buddy. That's a good beer. I love that beer.
But considering
taste it from here.
You only show up maybe once a year, if I'm lucky, I had to go out and get myself a little Frankenstein 19 Crimes wine, Big Frank.
Excuse me? Did I give them permission to use my image and my likeness? Because I don't think I did, Joshua. I need to know. I need to know right now. Who is it? Who made this? I'm going to go after
Frank,
him hard,
I don't
buddy.
know, but you got me talking a little silly. So
I find what you just said to me disrespectful as all hell, Joshua.
I'm going to go ahead and pour myself up some of this 19 Crimes Big Frank wine. And the floor is yours, big guy. You let me know how it's been. What's going on down under? I don't even know if you can call it down
Joshua,
under or whatever,
listen,
man. Like
it's still considered down under, 6 feet deep down there. But Joshua, I got to tell you, hell is frozen over, Joshua. The pigs are flying, the ice is melting, and there's this, how would you describe it? Intoxicating bacon aroma, Joshua. If only you could smell it. It would make a grown man seep from the bottom of his hole, It's a beautiful sound, buddy. But I got a little bit of a bone to pick with you, my dude.
Okay,
that guy you created,
yeah.
Captain Cucumber, that guy, Joshua,
okay.
He's a damn rat, buddy. He had the gall to get in my face at my favorite dive bar, the One-Eyed Snake, by the way, and threatened me today, buddy. That little punk was lucky that you guys summoned me at the right time. I couldn't believe him. I couldn't believe the audacity for him to show up, But now I'm here with you guys, and I appreciate it that I'm safe and not being threatened or anything.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, Big Frank, like I said, I mean, I only get to talk to you once a year. I feel like
Joshua,
I should be able to talk to you more.
Hang on a minute. Give me a second, Joshua. Just hang on. There seems to be somebody
hey, Frank,
right
you
next
take
to
all
me,
the
Joshua.
time you need over there, man, because like I said, you're only here once a year.
Well. Look what the cat dragged in. Bet you didn't expect me to pay a visit here, huh, Frankie boy?
What do you got there, Frank? What
Mr. Teal, I was just about to mention you to Mr. Joshua here. Please let me,
How about you get the Rat Pack's money, or else, Frankie boy?
Of course. I'm doing that. I'm doing that right now, Mr. Teal. Just one more.
You're talking to this flip-flop hippie? Frankie, I've never been more disappointed in you. Now I'm gonna have to send you the mines.
Please, not the mines. Just let me get the Pack's money. I swear he's good for it. I promise. Joshua, you're good for it, ain't you? Joshua, tell him that you're good for it, please.
Hey, Frank, I all I need to know is how much do you need, man? Just let me know how much.
Joshua, I need about $350.
What are we talking? 350 like souls? Are we talking 350?
Joshua, I just need $350, please. $350.
350 souls? Like, all right. Let me go ahead and Venmo you, Zal you some souls real quick.
See, Mr. Teal, he's good for it. He's so good for it, Mr. Teal.
Yeah, right, bozo. Times that by 1,000,000 and then do it again.
Please, Mr. Teal, can't we just work something out? It's Halloween. Mr. Teal, I know he's good for the money. Please.
Let me just be clear to the both of yous. I don't like either of you knuckleheads, but the boss did say I could give you another year if I was feeling generous. It's your lucky day,
Mr.
Frank.
T, thank you.
In 365 days, you and me are coming back with the Rat Pack's money, or I'm gonna put you down another 6 feet deep.
Joshua, I'm so sorry. I gotta cut this short. I gotta go get some 350. So,
yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I'll pass you some souls in a minute, bro. I got you.
Happy Halloween, Joshua. Happy Halloween to the viewers and the listeners. I know you guys love doing this sex show, and I'm proud of you boys, but I gotta go. I gotta go get the Pack's money. I will see you guys next year, maybe. Who knows, Joshua? Now, go find your heterosexual friend, whatever his name is, and I'll see you guys later. I gotta go. Bye.
Oh, man. All right. Well, Big Frank's, that was a quick exit. I was hoping Big Frank would stick around a little bit longer. I mean, it takes... you know what I mean? Like, Frank only gets to show up once a year, and that's how he leaves the stage, man.
Joshua, there's a microphone right here. What the hell happened?
I mean, where'd you go?
Well, I went to go to the restroom for a second after I opened the door and saw this big old flash of light, and all of a sudden there was a microphone on this seat, and it's the smell of what I can only describe as like Korean food. I don't know. It was kind of weird.
I kind of feel like I feel like we messed a little bit too much with the forbidden messing with the forbidden practices there. I think we summoned Big Frank back. So if you didn't pass him in the halls, that's who hung out for a little bit right there.
No wonder this smells like cigarettes and whiskey. I'm not even drinking whiskey. Damn. I mean, is he okay? Is he doing good?
I mean, he's okay. And he actually gave me his unsanctioned bottle of wine, too. So
hey, you're drinking wine alongside me. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate that. That's awesome.
Good old 19 crimes. Man, Big Frank, man. I like how he shows up once a year, though.
Yeah. I mean, you did summon him, so that's kind of his gist. But, I mean, if everything went well, maybe he'll come back next year and say hi. But from the looks of it, looks like he was gone pretty quickly because I wasn't gone that long. So
he was. He actually tried to get some souls out of me. I had to.
Oh shit!
It was like 350 souls or something. I don't know.
350. 350.
I don't know, something like that. I tried to hook the dude up, but he said he didn't take Venmo.
Oh, that kind of sucks. Was he being threatened or something? The fuck?
Yeah, I think he may have summoned, and I don't know if it was the brother or the sister of this little guy here. But
there was a Labubu. What?
It might have been a floating Labubu. This is the Coke one. I don't know. I don't know if they're related or not, but yeah.
Weird, man. I mean, anything goes in Halloween time, you know? Spooky Halloween time. Crazy.
Yeah.
Buddy, let's move on to the last topic, I guess. What do you got for surviving Freddy's finger?
All right, surviving Freddy's. We didn't get to this one last week on episode 108, and why not end this Halloween episode with a little bit of survival techniques on Halloween? Mm-hmm. Sean, we may have went over this last year, but if we, we now have some new listeners, some new subscribers, and I think you need to maybe let them know some of your survival techniques. Like, what are some of the things that you have out there? So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I get you.
How are you going to survive Halloween this year?
Well, last year I think I talked about carrying a flashlight on, like, with you at all times. Maybe that was
Check.
So
flashlight,
yeah, definitely flashlight's a must. You know, never go alone. Always go in at least a group of two. You know, and I would probably say, don't trick or treat in a graveyard if that ever comes up. Like, don't ever do that. You know, that's disrespectful.
Check.
And always go.
I don't know what kind of candy you'd find in a graveyard.
You never know.
Okay.
Maybe those
check.
like those squishy like skull candies, like the graveyard bones or whatever they're freaking called. You know.
Okay. Maybe somebody throws some pigeon food out there. It's not for for human consumption. Got it.
You never know. But I would also say like trick or treat in neighborhoods that you know. You know, like don't go out into like weird, like I don't know, crazy neighborhoods, I guess. Yeah. So,
okay. What else?
That's
what
what
else?
I think.
What other survival? I mean, I know you haven't trick or treated in a while. Is that the end of your list? Is that how you're surviving out there?
I mean, last week it was like I just trick or treated last week, so you know I'm always trick or treating, and I'm always knocking on doors and asking for candy. Yeah, I get weird looks, but you know it's always worth it. It's always worth it.
Yeah.
I'll also I'd probably say bring a big old sack, you know, pillowcase, maybe 2 pillowcases if you're really like trying to hit the trick or treating night, you know. So that'd probably be up there in my survival tips too. Yeah, trick or treating. It's a big old sack. I really can't think of anything else. I mean, the flashlight's the most important part, you know, like, because then you can't see shit.
No,
I don't know. What about you? What do you bring?
All right. So I'm a big fan of dressing for the occasion, right? So if it's Halloween night and you need to survive, why not fucking wear a costume that can help your survival? So if you're a baseball player, bring a real bat.
Oh,
if you're a ninja,
okay. Weapons to match. Okay.
If you're a ninja, bust out some nunchucks. You know,
okay.
Maybe some shoes that just like kick out some knives or some shit. You like you know. Or if you're a lumberjack, why not carry around a live chainsaw? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Just chop some shit up. Why not? So I'm for practical. If you're going to survive Halloween night, you might as well dress in a costume that could save your life.
What if you dressed as a slutty nurse? What
you know, you could put a sign on you that says "just got STDs." You know, that might help.
That might help. Okay.
Could deter some predators. I don't know, unless they already got one, and then you're fucked, because then they're just then that's an invite.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. You could. I didn't think of it that way. If you dress a certain costume, you might
then people are
bring on something. But I think you know, why not make a practical usage out of the Halloween costume you have? Fuck it.
Yeah.
Make that your survival.
Huh. All right. I feel that. I mean, yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, I guess it depends on the costume, but for sure, like if you're going to be dressing up as something, you know, bring an accompanying weapon, you know, help you survive that night. Because you never know what spooky things lurk in the middle of the night. Isn't that right, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know what a ghost would bring though. Because don't most ghosts not show up with anything? They're just like a sheet.
Ectoplasm.
You know? What would you say? What was that? Plasm?
Ectoplasm, baby.
Oh, ectoplasm?
Ectoplasm.
Can you use that as a weapon? Is
Probably.
ectoplasm
You probably use it as like glue or like a slippery trap. You know?
So they can't grab you?
Yeah, they can't grab you. Yeah.
So you're so slimy they can't even grab you?
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I guess you know what? Like, that is a good technique. If you're just like the blob, you know, or like you just go as a bag of Jello. Somebody tries to grab you and you just squish.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, buddy.
You know, the bigger the hands, the harder it is to grab. Like, come out with me with chopsticks, you have a better chance. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucking great. All right, buddy. Let's freaking end this episode, this beautiful Halloween spectacular. I hope people have had fun. And if you haven't had fun, hey, we'll do better next week when it's not Halloween and you guys can all be, oh, yeah, it's not Halloween. It's Christmas now. Get out of here. Halloween's the best time of the year. So just saying.
I mean, some people aren't into Halloween. We got to face it, man. Not everybody. This isn't everybody's Super Bowl, Sean.
Well, for me, it is. And just like the chat with this section, buddy, let's fucking start to get out of here. Let's show off some fun finds. Let's show off some lucky numbers. We're going to end a few things this Halloween night. We are ending the Funkos that I have been doing for the past 13 weeks. And, buddy, I'll let you go ahead and go because this was kind of weird what I got here next to me.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to do a sorry for the delay first. And we have never shown off a sorry for the delay edible. Edible, something you can put in your mouth, and I think Sean is one of the people that will probably really appreciate this. So my mom recently went to Disneyland, and she just got back, and what she brought me back was, again, a sorry for the delay first.
I'm ready.
We got a nice little.
Oh, that's beautiful. Cookie. I'm sorry, buddy. What is that? Go ahead and describe it.
This is a Mickey Mouse haunted cookie, spiderweb cookie. Wow. So you got to slide over to YouTube rsorfrelay.live to check this out. But this is a Mickey Mouse haunted cookie with the little bow.
I think it's Minnie Mouse, buddy, because it does have the little bow. So
fuck it,
dude. Not to correct you or anything, you fucking nerd. But yeah, like he's taking a big old bite. Also, that cookie was the size of your fucking head. by the way.
It's big.
Like, it's fucking
It's a big
huge.
It's a big ass cookie. So that is the first. We've never done an edible on this podcast.
That's awesome.
So I'm hitting you with an edible first of all, and then to follow that up, another sorry for the delay. Maybe first. It's not one of our wearables, but it is a wearable and a Funko find. It's right here. This is the Corpse's Bride T-shirt and Funko double pack right here. So you get a T-shirt and you get a Funko all in one.
That's beautiful. That Funko too is the Blacklight Funko, which is freaking awesome. I love those Funkos.
Yeah, buddy. I wish I could take it out of the box, but I don't know if I'm going to take it out of this whole package. But there you go. So we got edibles, we got wearables, and we got fun finds all in the end of a Halloween episode, Sean.
God damn it. It always makes me so sad when we get to these points of the episode. Like, I know that the episode's over, and I know that the Halloween season is over. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a bummer. That's a freaking bummer. But let me show the people what I got, buddy. Yep. This is the last week of the doors. We're doing 12 and 13, which is kind of fun. Because number 13, Joshua, had two mini Funkos inside of there. But we'll do number 12 first, and then I'll show something else off that I got here. But Joshua, I'm not even going to let you guess because I got to go through 3 of these. So here you go. This is number 12 for the Funkos. And here you go. That looks like that is Megan, like the cut-up edition of her. Like she's all slit open and shit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, something's going on there.
Kind of bald on the top.
Eat my cookie while you show these off.
Yeah, there you go. Josh is going to eat this cookie. He's not even going to describe it either. He's just going to chew down and like not describe it. But the other thing I got, buddy, I have 2 other things. Well, I have technically 4 if you want to include the other Funkos. But I also got this a little while ago. This is another Bitty Pop. This is Dracula in his castle. Look at that. It's another one of those decorative Bitty Pop ones. And these ones are fucking cool. You basically just put him inside his little house, which is awesome. Dracula. Dracula. I got that, right? I got that. I also, buddy, actually, hang on. Let me open another little mini Funko here.
You got doors. You got to finish these off.
So many things.
Come on.
I have so many things. All right, here's another one from the Doors. Here you go, buddy. Here you go. You've been calling for her a lot recently. That is the Bride of Frankenstein right there, my dude.
Cool.
Look at her. Beautiful. Beautiful. And, I dropped the other one on the floor, so I'll grab that one right now. But, buddy, let me show you this beautiful thing, my dude. Because it's Halloween and it is my super. It's like my birthday and my Christmas all combined,
I was
Joshua.
going to say, there's so many gifts happening
This is what else I got here. This is Beetlejuice, and this is, I believe, Hades, Castle Hades something. But you can see that in there. Yeah, it's like Hades Bar or something like that. But it's pretty cool. Dante's Inferno Room. That's what it was. I apologize, everybody. I don't remember what the name was. But Joshua, let me grab my...
Isn't that from like...
From hell? Yeah.
Hades. That's a whole nother genre right there. That's not even...
Hang on. Yeah. It went like under my seat. Give me a second. I got it, everybody. I got it. Last one, buddy. You want to take a guess? This is the last one that I have. Who do you think we got?
I don't even want to guess. I just want to see it.
Oh, that's what she said. Here it is, buddy. This is the last one. It is the boy himself, Mr. Frankenstein. Or Big Frank, for those of you who watched the episode all the way through. There you go.
Cheers.
Kind of seems fitting to end the episode with Big Frank and Frankenstein wine. So let's do some fortunes, my dude, for this Halloween night. And then I'll give some people some lucky numbers, and then we'll go to bed.
Some fortunes. Okay, all right. God,
can you show me? Can you show me the rubber cracking, please? I want to see it bend like Beckham.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do that. Okay. All right. Thank you for all the new subscribers, and this is your first time watching. These are the Misfortune cookies. Got these on Amazon. I think they've been sitting in the warehouse way too long because Sean said these are rubber cookies, and they legitimately, you can tell they have used some artificial something in these things because these things bend like rubber tires. So let me get into this thing. Fuck, dude.
That's right.
All right, let's open this up.
You little
All right,
boy.
so Sean wanted to see the bend, and if you're on YouTube, you will see the bend too, or you hear the crack. Let's see.
That is.
I mean, there was some kind of crack, and if you're just listening, that was probably boring as shit. But yeah, these are some silly cookies we do at the very end of this, some fortunes, and hopefully you enjoy this, man, because we've been doing these little cookies for a long time. I don't know if we're gonna continue doing these cookies, but I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll find out.
All right, everybody, here is your misfortune cookie for episode 109, this Halloween, pre-Halloween fortune. Here you go. You're not getting older, you're getting bitter.
Yeah, you know what? That can be kind of fitting for people not handing out candy, you know? Like, if you're not handing out candy and you're in an area that hands out candy, you're just bitter. You're just a bitter old fart, you know? Hand out some candy. God damn it. Joshua, here are your 7 lucky numbers for the Halloween week. They are as followed. 3, 5, 13, 17, 20, 33, and 46. Once again, your 7 lucky numbers for the Halloween week are 3, 5, 13, 17, 20, 33, and 46, my dude. Joshua, we have done it. It is the end of Halloween, officially. As soon as you finish this podcast, it's over. Halloween's over, no matter when you listen to it. We thank you for watching and thank you for listening. We do appreciate that. But, buddy, go ahead and give them your Halloween monologue. Oh, actually, I completely forgot, my dude. I almost forgot.
What's up, man? What's up?
I almost forgot. We got to do the weekly challenge before we leave, buddy. What is the
weekly challenge? Oh, god damn it.
The weekly challenge. Do we have to put it in? Do we have to cut it in again with Mia?
Yeah, we're going to have to cut this one in. Yeah, so right over there,
Mia. Describe it to me?
Yeah. Mia, I actually went hard, and we should have done this before Halloween was over. I painted a pumpkin, everybody. And if you like the way I painted this pumpkin, please give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, tell a friend, because I tried really hard on this pumpkin, and right now it's sitting on my table rotting, and it's half the size as it was when I first painted it. So check it out, and let me know if I did really good or really bad. But there you go.
That's awesome.
That is my weekly challenge, hot pumpkin painting.
Nice. And then here's my weekly challenge. Joshua challenged me to do a cat poem every week. So here is the one I wrote specifically for Halloween. Joshua. Black cats on Halloween make people shiver like cold wind breeze. Black cats make me happy. There you go. That was my Halloween. Halloween haiku for the week, buddy. And now we can officially end this episode with a monologue from Joshua on the spookiest night of the year, dude. Let the people know what you got going on.
Oh man, I don't have a lot to say. I just want everybody to be safe on this Halloween. I want everybody to come home the same way they left and just fucking enjoy your loved ones, enjoy your family. I can't say enough. Thank you, Mom, for bringing home this lovely. It's half-eaten. Sorry, it's not. It doesn't really go back together. Like I say, if you're just listening, it doesn't make no sense. But thank you for the cookie, Mom. And again, happy Halloween, everybody. We'll see you next year. We'll see you next week, actually. Fucking same fucking thing.
Next year, everybody. We're taking the whole month of November off. Bye.
Next year. Hey, Thanksgiving is coming. And real quick, if anybody's got any badass recipes for turkey, we're going to maybe have a turkey challenge. And submit some recipes. I'd be down to try somebody's recipe because I can't fucking cook. So there you go, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Check out the website. Buy some merch. We love all you guys. Thank you to the new subscribers. We'll see you next week on episode 110.
110.
Yeah, 110.
All right, buddy. With that being said, again, thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Happy Halloween. I'm so fucking sad right now. You have no idea. But I'm going to give Joshua 2 of these beautiful dad jokes because they're Halloween themed and I don't want to save them for next year. So, Joshua, I'm giving you 2. So, this is the first one. Actually, I'll let you take a guess. Zombie or pumpkin? What do you want first?
We'll go zombie.
Zombie first? All right, perfect. How did the zombie bodybuilder hurt himself?
Don't know.
He was deadlifting. All right, buddy. Last one. This is the last one for Halloween.
Stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. I hope you had fun. can't wait to do it again next year. Stick around for us in November and then some new merch in December. Joshua, how do you fix a broken pumpkin?
I don't know. How do you fix a broken pumpkin, Sean?
With a pumpkin patch. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in November. Deuces.